Just gonna wait for the force to come back. So, how's everyone going? How have your weeks been? Weather's not too bad round here, a bit cloudy, but it's not raining, you know, it's quite dry. It's kind of exciting. It's like it's not raining. There are days when water does not fall from the sky? What is this? That's safe. Inwards. Hello.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Varaxa and the Cellcath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
But I didn't do anything. I need to...
60 seconds to complete depressurization. 54 seconds to complete depressurization. 48.
Yeah, come on.
No. The Varaxa will get us. No, the Cellcath are coming. No!
No! Ah!
I'm a friend. I'll protect you. You're both safe now.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Cellcath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Frax and Sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Cellcath outside the doors every once in a while. Strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakiri
Oh,
project.
I'm after you. Have you seen a star map?
A star map? I don't know anything about a star map down here.
But there were some ruins that were excavated when we were digging the foundations for the last section of the Kolto harvesting machine.
But we can't go anywhere near those now. Maybe that's why it all happened in the first place.
What happened?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Varaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Cellcaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
What did the shark have to do with that?
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakiri rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With Kolto as a food source.
And all those other Faraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
So what can I do about it?
The Faraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
Well, what compound?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxan drove all the Cellcath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxan shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel, so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
Kill blood as well. Oh, I've got to make this decision now? Ugh. It's one of those things where it's like, so... I don't want to poison the shark. But it's also that aspect, then it's like, but, okay, let's think about it as a Republic thing. Let's talk about Republic versus Sith. In the war, we need the Kolto. And I think, actually, if we destroy the harvesting machine, then you get to go, actually, well, that's been dealt with. That's not a base anymore. That was just a scientific research outpost, honest. And so it means that the other guy, you're trying to work with that Cellcath who's trying to cover up the fact that we've been doing this mining. Because I told him. And, but it's also... We don't know what... She's right, we don't know what will happen to the Kolto. It may end up destroying the entire supply, which means we don't get any more Kolto. Definitely. Try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Me too. Where does this go? Abort airlock sequence. Where does that even lead? I don't know. Computer. Ooh, a foot locker. Random things, yay. Oh, that's not even, can't use that, okay. Inactive. Loot lockers. Yes. Save. What was the one? What did I just save over? Inwards. Yeah, save. Over that. Inwards. Yes. No, I should stop, because that's just going to end up using all my force powers on it. Leveling. Are you gonna leave me alone or are you gonna attack me? I don't know. He tried to lure me over this gas. Okay. Okay, so the footlocker we get computer spikes and antidotes. Public soldier corpse. Breathing mask. What does that do? Immunity to poison. Useful. I'd look better if I were wearing a hood, I think. Probably work better, maybe? I don't know. Leveling. Leveling, that's what I was doing. Skills. We want to put some repair in. Persuade. All into repair. I mean, or I could go computer usage. I think a little bit of both. Powers. You recommend force push, because you always do, and then I remove it and pick something else. I could disable droid. Knight Valor. Uses that. That's heal, force aura. Bonus defense. Burst of speed. I wonder, are there any that are... No, I don't think there's any passives, are there? I think I have to use them. Drain life, which is dark side, so I don't think I'm going to be using that much. I think go with the disabled droid, I think. Unless... Also grants immunity to poison. Probably not useful now. When do these become available? Yeah, let's go up. We can work towards this destroy droid, which is now available to us because of our level. Oh, it was available a few things ago. I've hyper thingy what's it? Average plasma line. Anything else around? Nothing I haven't looted yet. Alright, pressure door. Actually, do I need... Environmental suit device begin sequence? Because I do have one. Oh, this is the other way in, isn't it? So do I now have to go all the way around to the other side? Yes, I do. I have to go to the right to do that. But I wouldn't know how to deal with this big shark and all these little ones. I assume that once I deal... Actually, I assume what's going to happen is I deal with the big one and then I just go back up to the surface, I would suspect, rather than having to walk like this. I mean, I kind of understand why you'd have something like this, but it's a very kind of slow way of plodding along, and the slowness doesn't add to the game. There's nothing, because I'm just focusing on this. I want to get over there. There's nothing peculiar about. There's nothing peculiarly special about traveling this at this speed in comparison to the others, to a faster speed that we normally go at. So I'm assuming we go this way. The guy did say you come out and then turn right. So I think this is where we came out, I think. Was it just here? Is there even anything else this way? There isn't. Brilliant. Oh no, there is. Okay, where do I need to go then? Airlock. Rocket station. Right. Let's go back to that area then. Maybe there's something I've missed in there. I don't think there was. But, I mean, there may have been. Maybe I need to go out of the top bit. Maybe that's what it was. Right, okay. Yeah, maybe that they're guarding, for lack of a better word, the correct way to go out of that airlock. Oh well. I mean, why would you want to... Well, maybe you want to come back out here and see if there's any loot, but even then doesn't seem particular. Doesn't seem particularly useful. There's a shark in the building. Apparently. Oh, that's the door that's welded shut, isn't it? I see. Apparently. Must have managed to get in there and then they managed to close the door and weld it. Oh, hello. That's how it got in then, I'm guessing. But I don't think it's coming for me, so I think we're alright. So we'll go back in this way. Thunk. Back here. I think I've already looted this footlocker, haven't I? Yes. So let us see what is through this door then. Save game. Outwards. So let's see what's out here then. Hello. So there's a way out over that way, but oh, that looks like it's a load of machinery. Can I move? Thank you. Is that... That might be one of the doors into the kind of main area, so I'm not really focused on that. I think this looks to be like a load of machinery. Ah, Colto control panel. Yep, I think that's what we're looking for. I assume it's something like we're going to have to walk across there and it's going to be very dangerous.